Hey, beautiful Sag. Welcome back, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're all doing amazing. Thank you so much for being you and everything that you do, Sag. Okay, this is distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. It's diving deep. There's a deeper meaning to what is happening. So it's telling you, allow yourself to dive deeper and enjoy the journey. Stay present, stay flexible, because many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. And it's telling you, you may need a new surge of energy. Okay, be aware of the dynamics in your life. Help appears in various ways. There's much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look at the support systems that are with you continually and disengage from the outcome. Be insightful, be established, ground and rebalance your energy. So it could have been you're breaking through to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizons. Okay, innovative energy wants to birth forth into your consciousness. I think it was the company that you were surrounded by. It says, be aware of the dynamics that were in your life. And it's looking like people. So maybe you've had to make a change in the people you were associating with. Or people may have been keeping you in an energy of complacency. Settling. It could have been the company you were keeping, but not anymore. It's like you're rebalancing your energy and you're getting back on task. So, look. I do think that the dynamics in your life have been playing a role in your inspiration, in your groundedness, in your balance in your life. And I think, Sagittarius, it could very well have been the company you were keeping. That's what it's saying. So let's get into it. Okay, have faith in your dreams. Confidence is the key to your success. You're very close to achieving your goal. You and your loved ones are safe, and you are good enough. So what do you need to release? Okay, I think that it was, in your case, people. People you were surrounding yourself with. Could have been affecting your self-worth. Could have been making you feel like you weren't good enough, but you are good enough. So you may have to release these people, these thoughts. You may have to release the things that were keeping you complacent. And thoughts can do that. People can do that. It's like maybe you were settling. Maybe you were settling for less, Sag. Let's get into it. Sagittarius. Shedding the old. Okay. Because enjoy your growth and reap your rewards. This is the sun. So it's like you've had to take care of your needs and you are moving in a new direction. And it was time you did. Time you trusted your own instincts. This is sage energy. Like you are a warrior, okay? You are a warrior. And it's telling you to go deeper. There's a deeper meaning, deeper dynamic than what you may have realized. Or that something could have been affecting you more than you realize. Okay, so let's talk about it here, Sagittarius. Okay, so this could be family dynamics, lover dynamics, I don't know, friend dynamics. Well, it seems as if, look, yeah, I do. That's what I think. I think this is a lot of negative energy, negative thoughts, and there is a deeper meaning to what is going on. Okay, so I think you've had to cut out the clutter here. I think that you've had to cut off negative thinking, negative people. There was something, a need for change. This is a positive change, a good change. Okay. Yeah. It could be negative influences. It's time to get back on task. There are great rewards here. You're going to reap your rewards here, Sag. I think something was keeping your energy out of balance, or someone or something. Now look, you are good enough. That's what it's saying. You are good enough. You are worthy. Jeez. Some kind of dynamics affecting your life here. And it could have been about love relationships, sabotage, people sabotaging you, talking behind your back. Look, I think there's a reason you've had to cut people off. There's a deeper meaning to what is going on. And it's trusting your instincts, your intuition. There's a deeper meaning to what is going on here. And it could be a family dynamic, a love dynamic, a friend dynamic, or all the above. Okay? I think that's something was keeping you off balance. That's what I think. And I think you've had to take your power back and realize your worth and your value here. You are worthy. You are worth it. You are. Like as I said, I think someone I don't know. This is like, you know what? You may have been settling for less than what you deserve. That's what this is saying. You may have settled for less than you deserve. And I think it's been, this is a positive change for you. This is a good change for you. It's like it's time. You know, you could have been wasting your time, your energy on people that never knew your worth or never believed in you. But Spirit is telling you, enjoy your growth and reap the rewards. And that's what this is. That's someone very confident, someone very worthy. So it's telling you to rely on your faith. And let go of the past, because I'm telling you, you're been divinely guided to move on. And I think there's a lot of stuff going on here in your life, several dynamics. First of all, I think people have been speaking negatively about you, thinking and speaking negatively about you. You're surrounded, you and your loved ones are safe. You are reaping the rewards, you are worthy. That's what it's saying. But I don't think other people that were around you realized your worth or your value. Okay? So, like, you're surrounded by love. Sagittarius, you are beloved. Okay, so there could be, this is you, Sagittarius. You are loved, okay? And it's like you are stable. And you are surrounded by, look, this is a lot of changes, and they're positive, good changes. And it's the company you're keeping. You are surrounded by positive energy, people that truly love and respect you. You may not have a lot of people, Sag, but the ones that are there, they're there. And I think you've had to let go of the past and what, and maybe a lot of people from your past have been holding things over your head, or like reminding you that, discouraging you. I feel a discouraging energy when, say, you would come up with a really good idea, or that you were making positive change in your life. People don't like change. The ones that support you encourage you, but there's a lot of discouragement here. And a lot of judgment. Okay? So it's like you have some new venture, or these are you and your loved ones. You've got your balance back, or you're getting your balance back. This is you being grounded. These are positive changes, positive opportunities. You are worthy. I think that someone was trying to make you feel insecure about yourself, or people were trying to hold you back. I think that this is a role of complacency, like people were used to you one way, or used to you behaving a certain way, or catering to them in a certain way, but now you've made a lot of positive changes in your life, and I don't think they're liking it. It's like they almost wanted you to be complacent so like you would fit in with them. Or I think you've outgrown a lot of people. I think that's what you've done. Okay? You are worthy. And I think these changes are making certain people angry. They're angry that see, this is established. You've established yourself. Perhaps you're helping other people be established, and they're angry about it. because it's like, I think it's because you are established. This is someone established. Okay? I think that that's what I think. I think you are established. And I think it's made a lot of people angry. I think it has made a lot of people, like, angry at their own convictions, like angry at their own choices, angry that, well, you could be doing well, you're established, you've grown, and I didn't. Well, that's because they've been complacent. That's because they've been complacent. The difference between you and it seems to be these other energies is that you took action. You this is hidden resentment, see? Okay, well, that's on them. Yeah. Like, you've had someone trying to twist the narrative on you. It's like, they're showing resentment because you're established. Or you've established a solid foundation. Or this is being established. You have established. You're grounded. You may have started a business. You may have purchased real estate. You may have doing something with your income here. And people are angry because, and hidden resentments, because you have established yourself. Because you have this stability in your life. And I think it's really irritating people's demons. And I think that you've moved on from that. I think well, I think you've had to stand your ground. That's what I think you've had to do. And look, you are very balanced here. And I think your new energy is intimidating a lot of people. I think it's rubbing them the wrong way. I think that they were comfortable with you being in a certain role. I think people were comfortable with you being in a certain role. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're always changing. You've always got something new on the go, or you're always thinking of something new, or you're creating you're establishing yourself. You're establishing what you do want in your life. These people have fit in the role of the comfort zone. These people were not only complacent in their lives, but they were comfortable with you being in misery, or you being heartbroken, or tragedies happening to you, or disappointments happening to you. And they're bitter. There is hidden resentments because you have finally established yourself. You've established your boundaries. You're building on a solid foundation. You've rebalanced your energy. You could be moving up in the world here. You could be very successful when it comes to well, this is you reaping positive rewards, okay? And it's irritating people. It is. Like you and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are established. You and your loved ones are grounded. But these other energies, they've fallen into a role of complacency. Perhaps before in your past you were settling for less, and they get comfortable in that role. And it's not just lovers, it's other people as well. They got used to you being like it's all good as long as you don't do better than what they're doing. As long as you were beneath them, it was all good. But the minute that you surpass them, that's a different story. And there is hidden resentments about it. Okay? Seems like you have established yourself. Maybe you had a very good idea. Maybe you are a mentor. Maybe you are just very established. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's hidden bitterness and resentment here because you are. Like you and your loved ones are safe. These could be your children. These, if you have children, or just you and your soul tribe, or you and your little dynamic. This is positive-minded people. Being around people who encourage you and uplift you, and you doing that to them. It's like you've established your reputation. You have established your life. You have great innovative ideas. You're very encouraging. You are uplifting. But I think now that you have found who you can trust and who you don't trust, you're jiving over here with people. You're getting along with people. You're having peace with people. You are innovative, creative. It's like this positive flow of energy for you and your loved ones. And you are safe. And you are worthy, and you are reaping those rewards. Look, I think you faced a lot of adversity. I think that you faced some really big challenges. I think you were stronger than your challenges. And it's almost like people wanted you to just settle. Instead of driving for more, or driving yourself to be the best you can be. People trying to convince you not to grow. People trying to convince you why you shouldn't do this or be more creative. Or it's almost like these here negative naysayers that didn't want you to rise above them. And because you have risen above them, they resent you for it. Mind you, it's a lot of hidden resentments. I don't know if they're blatant enough to come forward and tell you these things or admit these things, but it's there. It's almost like this is stagnancy. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like they wanted to keep you stagnant. And maybe you've gotten a higher perspective of these things or these people or these groups of people that you used to be with or the people you used to socialize with. You know, it's all good when you're less than. But like I said, the minute you surpass them, they could have become your enemies. That's what I think. I think that I don't know if like they think in their mind like you have made a fool of them somehow, or that it's almost like everything was fine until you wanted more for yourself. Everything was fine until you had bigger goals. Everything was fine until you had a bigger dream. Everything was fine until you changed. And you changed. You changed for the better. Like, shoot. And some of your naysayers you may have had to even end relationships with family members over it. Like, I think that you've established boundaries, and I think that you've done things that other people were too afraid to do. That's what I think. I think you've done things that other people are too afraid to do, yet they have hidden resentments towards you for doing it. Like, it's you who's taken on the risk. It's you who's made the changes. It's you who's made these positive changes. It's you who's reaping the rewards. And it was time you got back on task. Like, I think that these people, these could be distractions. I think people were distracting you from establishing yourself on a higher level. That's what I think. And your good news hurts their feelings. Like, your good news, you're getting a lot of good news here. Positive change. This could be good ideas, good business sense, whatever it is. Other people are feeling sorry for themselves, and they have hidden resentments about your good news or about your progress or about your growth. It isn't because you're not worthy, it is because it is. And I honestly believe that these people, or this person, but there's several people here. They could be family members, they could be friends, they could be lovers, or all the above, like I said. But in a sense, they're feeling sorry for themselves. Like, they lack the initiative to do what you do, yet they want to resent you for doing what you did. Okay, that's the truth. And I think you've had to cut certain people out of your life. I think that you just had to move on from those energies. And I think that you were creating something that they're too afraid to do. So they play the victim. You know, you win some, you lose some. When you were taking gambles, when you're taking risks, but this kind of risk is paying off for you. These are positive, good changes in your life. And look, you're trusting your instincts, your intuition. And I think that I don't know. I think people were trying to make you feel insecure about yourself. I think people were trying to make you feel like question your own motives and question your own validity and question your own self. I really do. And I think it was to their benefit. Like they were getting something out of that by doing that. They were getting something out of it. And one of the things that they were getting out of it was that, like I said, when you were doing not so well, it made them feel good. And now that you've surpassed those people, it's looking like they resent you for it. It's hidden, but it's there. You may be picking up on the vibes of it. You may be picking up, well, I'm the same person. I'm just not going to allow you to do and make me feel a certain way. I'm not going to let you diminish me anymore. I'm moving forward, and you're doing things that other people are too afraid to do, yet they want to resent you for what you've done. How does that work? Yeah, I know. I think that these people that you've been getting a difficult time from or a hard time from have been very manipulative, gaslighting. I think that you were settling for less than what you deserve, Sag. That's what I think you've been doing. Like, and that when it comes to friends, when it comes to family, like you've got a certain group around you that are like your best people. And you're more focused on those people than you are these people. And these people are like, there's a lot of hidden resentment there. So be careful who you share your information with, what you say to people, what you tell people about your life, because, you know, you don't want to encourage the evil eye here. It's like You can't share your good news with these people because they get all in a huff. Secretly, they get all irritable. They don't want to hear your good news. Okay, they don't. It's like distance yourself from these people. Now, they could twist the narrative and they could twist it around. They could say, oh, Sagittarius doesn't bother with us anymore because Sagittarius has established themselves and they think that they're better than we are now. That's a cop-out. That's a con game. That's a manipulation. That's gaslighting to get something from you that they want. Yet they were too afraid to go do what you did. But somehow they feel a sense of entitlement to what you have because you did. But they're not entitled to it. It's weird. And then they get resentful. You see? If you're picking up those vibrations from people, leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Let them stew. Let them stew on it. Because I don't think you're doing anything here but establishing boundaries. Like, there's certain things you can't say about me. There's certain things you can't say about my family. There's certain things you can't say about what I do and what my ideas are. And I think they got an issue with that. They're used to you being a certain way, and now you're no longer that way. You have grown. You have outgrown these people, to be honest with you. Especially now, you're so very close to achieving your goal. So these are people that want to come in to disturb your peace, make you feel insecure about yourself, knock you out of balance again, because they don't want you to excel past their level. And you're so close to achieving a major goal here for yourself. Don't get distracted by these naysayers, these people who are talking. They really don't know what they're talking about. They mustn't know you at all. Or they want to believe a certain perspective about you, because that's not the way you are at all. Okay? So just let them. Keep your distance. And it's irritating them. Because they're not getting out of you what they used to get out of you. The results that they used to get out of you. They've been very manipulative. Okay? And I think that you've outgrown them. It's a deeper dynamic than what you think going on. Like, it runs deep. It's a deeper dynamic. Agendas. Motives. You know, why would someone want to make you feel that kind of way? That's their own dynamic. And that's their own interpersonal relationships. That has nothing to do with you. Just focus in on the positive. Because you got so much positivity going on in your life. It's impressive, Sag. The amount of growing you've done is impressive. What you're accomplishing is impressive. Seems like you're giving it, whatever you're doing, you're giving it 100% of your effort. Okay? And what you're doing is good motivation. Like, what you're doing is good incentive. Like, not only are you trying to uplift yourself, but you're trying to uplift others. You want other people around you to do well. Like, you have good motives here. You didn't have no negative motives here, but they did. Take care.